My banksters, welcome to the bank. You are here with the teller himself, Rob the Bank. Follow me as I follow the money. Let's dive deep. A palm cinch. You know what that means? Let's get rich. Today I am reviewing Alex Becker. I like Alex Becker. Pretty cool, kind of funny. So let's just jump into it. His 5 keys to get rich, Joe. Let's see what he talking about.
Boys and girls, Becker here, and do I got a question for you? Are you a starry-eyed, dreamy head in the clouds whippersnapper? Does your list of role models include Dan Blazerian, Charlie Sheen, and this douchebag? If you had $1 million, would you invest $9,999 of it into a Lamborghini? And is your main driving emotion to get back at that girl that wouldn't go to prom with you?
Right.
Well then, my friend, you might be an A-grade fucking douchebag, but you also want to make money. And hopefully for you, I used to be an A-grade fucking douchebag, and I've been making millions of dollars a year since I was 20.
Hey, look, man. We was all douchebags at one point, you know. Some of us was lame, some of us grew out of it. Look, man, you can change, baby. You can change. You can upgrade who you are, baby. That's the good thing about life, man. You could be a loser, now you're a winner.
23, and let me tell you how!
And he about to tell us how not to be a douchebag anymore.
All right, so we're going for the most unlikable intro possible. I want to get as many unsubs per intro as per usual, and I think that was a top 10. But guys, let's get to the matter at hand. Today I want to talk about in this video how to become a millionaire at a young age, or at least how to be wealthy at a young age. You don't need to make $1 million a year to be rich at a young age. In fact, you only need like $50K a year to be the coolest kid on a college campus. But let's include in this case study, this series of words I'm going to lay on you, that we want to.
Listen, I was about to say, what's the average salary is like 50, 60K. So yeah, you make that, man, you balling, baby.
Have a goal of making $1 million per year. And luckily for you, I've been making $1 million per year since I was about 23, 24. Here's how much I made in that year, 2013. Okay. Took home a couple $100,000, over $1 million, and I've been doing no less than that since then. That a couple hundred.
Any balance? Yeah, it doesn't say gross
$1,000 over $1 million, and I've been doing no less than that since then. That also being said, I am 30 years old now. My businesses regularly do over $1 million a month in sales. And so there you go. And if you need proof of that and you're super skeptical, I totally get it. Just go browse around my channel. I show my tax returns and bank accounts and log in my Stripe account, everything multiple times. I'm not going to do that here. So take the screenshots or leave them. But let's talk about the bigger thing at hand. How do you do this?
One thing you can't take away from somebody is when they show proof. You can show proof, man. Show the receipts, baby. Show the bank statements.
Same. Now, it's actually not that hard to do if you understand these 5 things I'm going to lay on you in this video. And no, understanding these 5 things isn't going to make you an instant fucking millionaire. You need to be able to work at it, and you need to be competent and smart. But if you're competent and smart and you can understand English, you're going to be in a pretty good track if you watch this video. So here are the 5 things you need to get rich at a young age. Number 1. I see this question every single live stream. If I'm 15 years old, if I'm 16 years old, if I'm 20 years old, if I'm 25 years old, am I old enough to make money? Look, the first thing you need to understand, and the thing that holds so many young people back, is that your age doesn't fucking matter. Look, if you had the cure to cancer and you were 12 years old, someone would pay you for the cure to cancer, okay? If you can make a business money and you're 12 years old, no one fucking cares. Okay, you might not want to pick up the phone as a 12-year-old and be like, you can make your money. But look, let's say the minimum age here is like 16 to 25, okay? That's like the age range we're shooting at, okay? You need to understand that people pay to have their problems solved. And if you can solve people's problems, and you can actually make them money, or you can help them solve the problem, they're going to pay you for it. They don't care how old you are. And here's one thing you need to understand if you're young as well. Look, if you're young, if you're like 16, 18, everything you do is like 10 times more magical than if a 30-year-old man does it. Like, I can make $1 million a year right now. I can make like $10 million a year right now. No one fucking cares because I'm 30. I'm supposed to. If you're like 16 and you make like $50 in a year, people literally shit your pants. You'll be featured in Forbes. So use your age to your advantage or forget about your age. It doesn't matter. Understand how people.
I agree. I mean, like you just said, just keep it simple. People pay to solve problems. Now they gonna look at you kind of funny if you're young and you doing this, but at the same time, if you can show results, the results trump everything.
People get rich. Look, people don't get rich because they hit their 28th birthday. That's not how it fucking works. And the reason why you have trouble making money at a young age is not because you're at a young age. It's because you don't know how to fucking make money and you don't know how people get rich. And a lot of people share the same misconceptions about how people get rich. They think you have to have some great idea, or you need investors, or you need to work for 15 years, or you know this stuff. None of those things are bad. I'm not saying, hey, you don't believe in those things, don't take investors and don't work hard for a long time and don't have a brilliant idea. But I'm saying you can get very rich, at least $1 million a year rich, which is pretty fucking rich. You're in like the top 0.001% of the world. But you can get very rich with an unoriginal idea and a business that doesn't take any investment to start. I've done it. I've seen hundreds of people doing it. I'm not even trying to convince you to use my business model that I used, which was SEO and email marketing. But I've seen tons of people do it in every single fucking niche out there. Real estate, stock market, consulting, doing paid traffic management. It just goes on and on. And more so, you don't need to understand how people get rich. And the second part, you need to understand that the ways that people think people get rich are fucking stupid. If you watch an episode of Shark Tank, you probably think it takes some massive risk and some brilliant, wacky idea to get rich. That's not true. That's not true. You can literally pick up the phone and convince someone to give you $5,000 a month if you can provide a service for them that they'll pay for.
Sales. That's exactly what he said. One of the things he just said, that's sales. Pick up the phone and convince somebody to pick your service. Sales. That's exactly what he's saying. Sales. Hold on, I got some notes on this, and since I'm going to be saying this quite often, I need to really remember this. Where is it? Sales is the occupation of the rich, and delegation is the task for the wealthy. Sales is the occupation of the rich. Rich people are in sales. The wealthy people are in sales.
You just need a fucking cell phone. You have a cell phone? Good. You're in a perfect position. Let's talk about how to actually make the money. I like them chunky. All right, so this point is a real doozy. So I ripped out the whiteboard of truth and justice. Let me make sure it's actually displaying right.
Hey.
Fantastic. I got it set up. We're going to get this done.
Real quick, I'm not going to lie. I'm not one of them lying motherfuckers who take shit from people and then like don't credit it. I got the handy dandy whiteboard because of Alex Becker. He does this. It's entertaining. I like when he does it. I took it and I implemented it for myself. And I use it for like my book reviews and shit like that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and cap and tweet and say, I had this great idea for myself. No, I stole it from Alex Becker.
One go. So look, you need to understand, like, here's a business. And you need to understand where businesses make money at. Okay? Businesses make money when something is sold. Okay? And so your business can literally be as simple as, like, here's you. Fuck, no, I don't want to drop files. Here's you. Here's the customer. And here's the product. Okay? And if you want to make the most money easily, and this is you with your sunglasses. Okay? This is you, like, going to the club with the $50 in your bank account. And like, you're like, yo, girl, I'll get you bottle service. I'm top of the line. Top of the line. 19 years old. That was me when I was 20. This is you little douchebag. And where you want to be at when you're starting a business is a lot of guys they'll try and start their business, so they'll try to join a company, or try to learn skills, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, to put them way below the point of sale. Look, your company can literally just be you and your product, which is a service, which could be anything. It could be a membership site you're selling. It could be an info course. It could be you providing a service for a company. It could be you.
That's a slick ass way to get followers. That's crazy as hell. That's creative as fuck.
Teaching someone something new. It could be a drop shipping product. It could be fucking anything. But the most important thing is you need to get right up and snug where the point of sale is at. And that's the point where the customer gives you money for your shit. You don't need to be down here. You don't need to be working down here in the company. You don't need to be over here accounting. You need to be right here. Okay? And it's completely possible to have a multi-million-dollar a year business, just you sitting there. And so what do? You get to the point of sale by learning how to sell to people. You learn how to go and find customers and get them to give you money for shit. That is literally what it comes down to.
Once again, sales is the occupation of the rich. Delegation is the pursuit of the wealthy. I made that. Anybody take it, gotta reference me. But no, 100%. Sales is the occupation of the rich. Anybody, if you're in sales, well, and what he's saying is the product or service. And usually with a service, all you have to do all you have to do is fulfill on the service, and which you can delegate. A product you probably have to create or get more of somewhere else and then sell it. But services is something that you can just have somebody else take care of. You just sell the service itself. But sales is the occupation of the rich. Delegation is the pursuit of wealth.
Most young people do is they don't do this. They daddle around this and they do everything they can not to learn not to know how to be at the point of sale. What is the point of sale? It's like if you can pick up the phone and your product is a service. You pick up the phone, you call a company that could use that service, and you sell it to them. The company gives you $5,000. The result, you just made $5,000. You go and provide the service. You are at the point of sale. If you're anywhere else, it becomes harder and harder to make money because you're not in control of the traffic coming in or the volume coming in, the people that can give you money for shit, and you're not in control of how much they spend or buy, and you're getting a percentage of whatever it is. It's very, very easy to build a business when you are the person at the point of sale. So that being said, let's talk about the next step.
Dialpad AI has the answers your customers need.
No.
It won't make your jokes funny.
So all your business really is when you're first starting out. And now look, like I run a business where here's me at the top, okay?
Hold on. So what he was saying is pretty much fuck the middleman. That's what he was saying. You want to be at the point of sale. You want to be the guy selling. That's exactly pretty much what he's saying. You want to say fuck the middleman. You want to be the guy selling and taking the point of sale, getting the money, and then being able to pay somebody else to do, once again, delegation, being able to pay somebody else to provide on the service. But you want to be the guy making the sale, getting it done. Fuck the middleman. Number 3, fuck the middleman.
Okay. And then there's like my COO, and then there's like our lead developer, and then there's our head of support, and there's head of email marketing, and then don't even get me started at Spectre, and then there's like employees below them, and there's like employees below them, and there's like employees below them. There's a whole lot of shit going on. But you need to understand, if you're starting a business when you're starting off, this is a company I'm trying to build that's going to be worth $100, $200 million. What you're trying to build is just a company that makes you $1 million. What you're trying to do is make a company that makes you $1 million a year so you can go buy a Lamborghini and look cooler and get a spray tan and show off the chicks, okay? That's what you're trying to do. So you don't need to do any of this shit. But what most young people do is they don't learn the sellable skills. They don't learn the skills that make the bills, that make the things go cha-ching, okay? I sound like a real smart guy in this video. You must be very impressed. So look, what a lot of people will do is they'll go to school for business so they can work at one of these levels right here. They learn skills like coding, or they learn skills like management, or they learn like stuff that's all like at one of these levels right here. And the skills you want to have are the CEO skills. And what is a CEO skill? My one and only job is to make sure people come through the fucking door and they give us money so that all the people down here can get money and do their jobs. That is my job. But if there isn't anybody down here to do their jobs, I get to keep all the money, okay? And the way my company works is, of course, I keep the profit after everybody makes all their money. I eat last. But if there's no one really eating after you, you just get to eat like a fat pig. Now, is this the best business to scale to the freaking moon? No, but you're fully capable of making $1 million a year doing this. It's not that challenging. And so what your business can come down to is you and your product. Now, if your product involves tons of people to build and stuff like that, you're going to need a staff, you're going to need all that stuff. But there's tons of products you can sell that don't take anybody. Okay, your product could be a drop shipping product. You can import products in.
This is also called overhead. That's pretty much what he just said. Everything he just said, staff, employees, paying people, product, getting the product, all overhead. Simplifying what he's saying, it's overhead. If you want to make money fast and get a lot of money, have low overhead. Essentially what he's saying. And then pretty much the CEO, you want to be the head guy who can make the money, who can sell, who can bring money into the door and bring in more money. You don't want to be the guy who is delivering on the service. Let's say if it's email marketing, I sell the email marketing. I have another guy who's extremely competent in email marketing and can deliver on that service. I pay him whatever he likes to get paid, but I'm the guy who goes out and makes sales and stuff like that, and I pay him to deliver on the service. So.
From China and then basically sell them at a profit margin. You could do consulting where you basically help people with their social media or their paid traffic management. You could do email marketing to info marketing where you basically run an email list where you collect a bunch of people who are interested in a certain subject, let's say guitar lessons, and you create a guitar lesson site. And all of these skill sets right here, the customer is directly paying you for the shit that's in your head. Okay, you see how that works? And so when you have that, it's so much easier to make money because the money just goes directly to you, and then you give the people the shit. It's the simplest business ever. And so what you must focus on is learning a sellable skill. Examples of sellable skills. Then all you need to learn how to do is sell that skill. That's it. You learn a skill, and then you sell it. That's fucking it. That's all there is to it. And if you can do that, becoming a millionaire isn't that hard. For example, I would run an SEO service for businesses in my first years. I also create SEO software. I do SEO info marketing. I did everything because I really wanted that Lambo money. Okay.
Can't deny the guy. Once again, I'll probably talk about him a lot, but Ty Lopez, the social media marketing agency. If you were good at that, so I will be completely honest and open about this. I bought his course, and his course is great. It's really good course. A lot of stuff. The one thing that I didn't, one thing I think. I would say that I wouldn't even say this is a negative, but the one thing he didn't focus a lot, I think he should have focused a lot more on was the sales part. I think he should have touched more on the sales part because don't get me wrong, even though the teaching was good, he did a lot of things on it, and it's a lie. It's actually, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say it wasn't a lie, but a lot of information about sales as well. It was. But there were so many things that you had to do. You know, you had to, at least in my thought, the paradigm that I had at that time was I had to sell, I had to live on service, I have to keep up with people, then I got to do it again with, like, let's say you get 5 clients, 6 clients, 7 clients. You got to do that 7 times with 7 different people. It's hard. Especially, at least for me at that time when I was younger, I think I was like 21, 22. I was younger. It was harder to do that. It was way harder to try to do that, especially coming in it fresh. Way more hard coming in it fresh with not much sales experience, not much experience with Facebook marketing, Google marketing, SEO, but not much experience like that. It was tough, especially trying to learn or acquire all these skills at one time. But the course itself, great information. I still use it to this day. I have the course to this day, and I use it still to this day. Great course, but great example of this, being able to sell the service of actually, it's a service. It's a service-based business, and you can be able to fulfill in that service. Now, I will hire somebody else to fulfill in that service. But at least I know enough information, and then question. Just had a mental lapse. Being able to interview somebody else on that topic, see what they say, and I know, okay, this guy knows more about it than I do. Good, he can fulfill on it. Bow, get it going. So yeah.
Okay, I was very short-sighted. I was a very short-sighted lost youth. Anyways, what I would do is I would contact businesses and I would do their SEO for them. I would rank their websites higher on Google so they got more customers. In turn, they'd pay me money because I made them money. It was as simple as that. Now, I'd also go and also create info products that would teach people how to do certain things. Or, for example, I would rank websites in Google and businesses would pay me for the customers that I would send them. I'd basically send, like I had a guitar training website where I'd play a little bit of guitar and said, you should go get this website. And I'd send customers to other guitar websites and the guitar websites would pay me for their customers. Point of sale. I was at the point of sale and I was selling my skill, which was getting them customers. You could also go and do something like email marketing and info marketing where you build your own email list and then you teach people the lessons and the skills that they got on your email list to join. All of these things are your skill set, and you learn how to get people to your skill set, get people to you, and then get them to pay you for the shit they want to learn or do or the problem that they want to solve. That's it.
We're told it's success.
Last and final lesson. You have to start now. The number one thing that is on your side when you are young is you're able to make mistakes and you have lots of time. Okay, I'm 30 right now. Now, I've been doing this for a while, but I wouldn't be as successful as I am now if I'd started when I was 28, 29. I would still be learning all the lessons I learned when I was 22 starting off doing this, okay? It took me like a year and a half, 2 years to really get good at this, and that's when I made $1 million a year. Now, that's a lot longer than it takes some people. Not everyone. My results are above average in the income I make, but the amount of time it usually takes people to make their first dollars, I'm below average results in that area. That being said, you have to start now. That's why I envy people who are 16 years old watching this video. Because look, from 16 to 20, you can make all your fuck ups. You're going to learn all your lessons that are going to make you a multimillionaire later on in your life. But the most important thing is you have to get those training wheel years behind you. You can't waste 4 or 5 years in college, get out when you're 23, 24, and then start a job and then build your business. It doesn't fucking work like that. The reason why I can run any other 30-year-old who's been working a 9-to-5 job for the last 10 years into the ground if they want to go head-to-head with me in entrepreneurship is I've been doing this for 8 years. That's why. And so I started early. You must start now. You can't start 2 years from now. You can't start 3 years from now. Your life is finite, and you need to get those lessons out of your way as fast as possible. You need to make your mistakes as fast as possible. You need to get your first few businesses out of your way as fast as possible. And if you want to be really fucking rich, you're going to have years of experience. Your first business is not going to be your most successful one. Your second one is not going to be your most successful one. Your third one probably isn't going to be. It's going to be that fourth or fifth one, and it's going to take years to get to that fourth and fifth one. You can completely make millions of dollars a year very quickly at a high profit margin in your first or second business. But you must start now. You cannot start tomorrow. You can't start 5 years from now, because your greatest advantage is that you have tons of time to learn this, so that when you get to the ripe age of 30, where shit actually starts mattering in your life, you are already set, you're locked and loaded. It's like you're jumping off the gunship in your Praetor Doom suit with your minigun, and you're ready to kick some ass instead of jumping off this helicopter on the first day of training and be like, what do we do now?
Yeah, I agree with you saying. The youth is wasted. Youth is wasted on the young, and you have when you're in your age. I think Grant Cardone said this, which is hilarious, but when you're in your 20s is supposed to prepare you for your 30s and years on. Until you're 25, that's your first quarter. You pregame. Everything before 25 is pregame. Nobody gives a complete shit fuck about anything before 25. When you hit 25, you're in the first 25 to 35 is the first quarter of the game. 36 to 45, second quarter. 46 to 55, third quarter. And then everything after that is, 66 to 70, 76, fourth quarter. And everything after that, overtime. Because in those 4 quarters, in that time frame, that's usually what prepares you. Now, don't get me wrong. You can be what's the guy who made KFC? You could be somebody like that and still make a business when you're late. It's not the point. The point of what he's saying is to get the skills, to focus on the certain skills that will propel you into those prepare you to those heights at this age. You don't have to, once you focus on these certain things, you can say fuck everything else and just focus on that. That's essentially what he's saying. So, yeah.
Now, you don't want to be that guy. Be a fucking hard ass by the time you hit 30. Start now. Start now. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with what he's saying. Yeah, fuck your age. It doesn't matter. People pay for you to solve problems. They don't care what age you are. If somebody cares what age you are, let's say you're the best at fucking email marketing, that's what he's saying, or the best at editing videos at the age of 16, and they care that you're 16 years old, they're doomed to fail because they're stupid. It's that easy. If I care that at 60, you're 16, but you're one of the best people in the world who can edit videos, bro, and I look like he's 16, I'm not going to pay him money because he's 16. You're an idiot. You're destined to fail. It's just destined. Because anybody, the most effective people do not. I don't give a shit if you're 50, I don't give a damn if he was 9. If he's good at it, pay him. It doesn't matter. Understand how to get rich. When he said that, sales. Because he said that pretty much after that. Be in the middle. Be at the point of sale. Have a sellable skill. Sales. Have sales. Be good at sales. Do sales. Door to door. Most billionaires or multimillionaires all did door to door sales or some type of sales when they were young. Most of them. Majority of them did some type of sales. Reginald Lewis, he sold papers. He sold papers. Mark Cuban went door to door. He sold software too. He sold trash bags and he sold software. It's a plethora. Those are the ones I can think of right now. Alex Hormozy did gym sales. Alex Becker sold email, sold SEO. So get into sales, practice sales. Sales is the occupation of the rich. Delegation is the pursuit of the wealthy. So I'm gonna say this and I'm out. Update your software so your hardware can run efficiently. Catch me next time. Follow me as I follow man. Let's dive deep and get rich. Gone. Boom.